Thank you so much for being here.
How's it going?
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you again. It's been a while. Come on over. All right, tell us, because you're Atlanta strong. Did you watch the game last night?
last night?
No, but I had a lot of people texting me saying, yeah, Knicks. I was like, get out of here. I don't want to hear it.
Are you a basketball fan? Do you follow sports?
Yes, I am definitely a Hawks fan.
Oh, then we're sorry.
I'm born and raised in ATL, so I'm going to support them no matter what.
Mike, that's good for you.
Yes.
Stay loyal.
Well,
I love
you know
that.
what? New Yorkers know what it's like to be loyal to the Knicks because it's not been easy.
It happens. You just got to maintain. How you doing? How's life?
Life is good. Life is good. I mean, I'm regrouping. I'm just getting out of a divorce, but yeah, life is good.
So you're reading your bio it's incredible. I mean, you start with Escape, and you work your way through, and you have these incredible hit songs. I mean, you're the woman behind so many hit songs. You're the woman behind so many hit elements in life.
Well, thank you.
Do you prefer being on camera, or do you prefer being like, you know what, I just want to wear a baseball cap and do the producing or the writing or a Broadway show or a song, whatever?
You know, it's so funny. It's like, I guess it depends on what day you catch me, you know? So I would say like today, I really enjoy producing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you just go, it's like you want to have the relaxed moments where you could just chill and, give your input, but you're, a part of the success, but not necessarily have to be in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a producer, the turnout that you had, talking about Denzel Washington being there, what is that like?
Well, it's been amazing. The turnout for opening night for August Wilson's Joe Turner coming on, it was like crazy. When I tell you Michelle Obama was there, as you said, Denzel Washington was there. It was so many, wonderful people that were in the building that came to show their support. LL Cool J, Miss Tina Knowles, so many people. But it was just, I think the magic that happened on stage, I think it didn't matter who you were, no matter what level of success that you had reached, everybody felt the magic that was on stage that night. And that was what I was happy about.
Because you also produced Othello, correct?
Yes, I was one of the producers.
Which is Denzel Washington, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
It's the most successful Broadway show of all. I think it broke every record. Now, how does it work? Where you're like, okay, I want to be attached. I have a script. Let's try for Denzel and Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, how does that kind of come to fruition? And now with Taraji P. Henson with this one.
Okay, so my partner, shout out to Brian Moreland. He's our lead producer. He's been my friend and my mentor through this whole process. So this is our 5th production together, but we did the piano lesson together, which Denzel Washington, he was behind the scenes and helping pull all that together. And his son, John David, was our lead. So that was when we first built the relationship with him.
Right.
And that's when he let it be known that he wanted to be back on stage, and that's how we ended up doing Othello with him. And then now we have another opportunity to do another August Wilson play with Joe Turner's Coming On. So he's been supportive through the whole time.
That's nice. It's a nice person to have support you.
And what drew you to this play?
Well, after the first one, after doing the piano lesson, and that was amazing. This is our second opportunity to bring the great work of August Wilson back to the Broadway stage. And this, August Wilson is the greatest playwright of our time, and it's an honor to be able to produce a revival of one of his works. And so that's the first thought, and I just feel like his shows, they touched on a part of history that, even though, times have changed, but they haven't, it's still such... There's
relevance.
There are elements there that, I think, people need to be reminded of the struggles and different things that people have gone through in the African-American community. And it's a blessing to be able to bring his show to life again in the same theater of which it first ran. Back in the 80s, I guess, when he first did it. So this is a wonderful opportunity, and I'm just really thankful for it.
Let's talk Housewives for a second, because you and Charisse are tied for longest like maintaining housewives on the franchise itself?
You said Sharice?
No, Teresa.
Oh, Teresa.
It's from the
you
Jersey
mean just
Housewives.
on
You guys are both tied for like being on the Housewives the longest amount of time. Are you? How do you maintain sanity? And do you ever been like, you know what, I'm good. I think I'm gonna step down and work on the 27 other things I'm doing.
Well, I did take a break. So I took a break after 14 seasons. So for me, I just felt like it was time. You know what I mean? Like you said, I was the longest running housewife at the time, I think, without taking any breaks.
Right.
And it got to be to the point where I just wanted to do other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm still in my group Escape. We still do shows and touring and different things, and I act on other shows as well. So it seemed like sometimes the girls were having an attitude if I was able to go somewhere else and do something, and you know what I mean? So I just was like,
You don't need that.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
You know, I still have dreams that I want to pursue. So I took the break to go after those other dreams. I'm still supportive of them. I love the show. I mean, I know it's a lot of drama. I'm glad I don't have to be in it right now. But right now it was time.
Well, speaking of dreams, you have your own one-woman show. Tell
Yes.
us about that.
I did, I'm done. So I'm always a person that's inspired by just life events. So this whole divorce and everything, it inspired me to put together a show because like we were on fire on social media for all the months that the divorce was happening. And so I just kind of put a lot of what I was feeling into this show. It's a mixture of music, so performance, you know, I'm doing live performance, as well as a little bit spicy with Candy Coated Nights. I brought a little bit of that and a little bit of my speak on it. And that's where I kind of address things that people saw in the media. Then I'm addressing it live in person and talking about it in the show. We've already sold out our show here in New York at City Winery, but I think we're going to have a second show open up.
So impressive.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you what you're doing for Mother's Day. Do you have plans for Mother's Day? Anything?
I have a concert on Mother's Day with my group Escape in Atlanta. Yeah, my mom and my kids are all going to be able to come. That's going to be fun.
It's perfect too because it spans the generations where it's like, you know, parents and their kids, they could come to Escape.
And the day before, we're in Atlantic City.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
What is it like when you guys look at each other?
It's fun. You know, I've been performing since I was a teenager with my girls in Escape, and so and another cool thing that I want to share is that being a producer on Broadway, now I'm able to bring that opportunity to some of my other friends who've been interested. So my group member Tiny, she's also a co-producer on the show
That's
this
wonderful.
year. So
I love it.
I was excited to share that moment on the red carpet with my group member that we've been in a group together since we were 14.
I love it.
So yeah.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
We so appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, you can see Joe Turner's Come and Gone on Broadway through July 26th.
Yep. Thank you, Kandi, very much.